welcome. This is our August update. And I was talking to Taylor about, how do we drive up viewership or readership or getting people, because we send this out to like 1,200 people, and we don't get 11 or 1,200 people to look at it and open up. And we try to have some key items and also some fun stuff. And so we said, well, how do we do this? And my suggestion was, well, we can get everybody's attention. We just say, commission splits change. Watch Larry's video. But, if it isn't HR, it's Taylor. And so, no, it didn't happen. She was afraid that we'd scare everybody. But we were trying to get your attention. So then I could have just said, hey, April Fool in August, we got you to watch us and click on. But anyway, we will be sending out a survey looking for, because we got a big audience in that 1,200 people. It's indirect, direct, support people, we have salespeople, a lot of different worlds out there. And we're trying to figure out what's important to you. What are the things that's going on? Because sharing, and we do a lot of great things, but not everybody knows about them. So we always talk about how do we share and get things out there and communicate and become better and better and better. So that you watch for the survey and know the commissions didn't change. Everything's the same old, and and just keep working and have a great 2020 now, because we're in our new year. But as we move into our new year, the big thing we have coming up in August in a couple of weeks is the summit. The summit is all the award winners and top salespeople in offices and that have that speed dating with key vendors or a few vendors. Our vendors sell out in about 5, 10, 15 minutes because they all want to be there. So we want you to be there. We want everybody to win. You can win. All you got to do is get one of the categories. You can even be Rookie of the Year if you just started out, or you can, win an Eagle Award. So there's a lot of things that can happen to get you there. But how do you get there? The people that are top salespeople that win awards, what it is, they don't all have bluebirds, but what it is they're doing the right thing for the right reasons. They do the things over and over and over again, but they're always looking at how do I add value. You hear me tell you that all the time. All of us in the American family, whether we're internal in support or we're external in sales, we're all looking at how do we add value in whatever our job is and whatever that job contains for the audience and the people that we're working with. How do I add value on my job and with the people I relate to or work with, and so I can get some value back? Because if you give value, you get value back. And that's the way it works. So sales associates, you're looking for ideas. How can I do a better job for my customers? And that goes back to what I've always said, is that you're not out there pushing products, you're pushing solutions and ideas. How do I build that electric marketplace or the electric fence in the marketplace around my customers, so I'm doing everything and I'm that one-stop shop? You can chase transactional sales, and that's the hard way to do business. But it's still people out there doing it, and they write a lot of business. But if you can penetrate your accounts and you can sell more products and you can bring them other solutions and things that they're looking for, you'll find it's an easier sell using technology because you don't touch every order. And so that's the thing, is that how do you keep learning and how do you do that? Because your marketplace is evolving. It's changing. We're going to continue seeing consolidation on the vendor side. There's still going to be new ideas and new things come out, but there are going to be fewer and fewer companies selling it and fewer companies making it. And that's where we want to be one of the survivors. And I always talk about the ESOP being allowing Americans' model to survive in the marketplace and be that last company standing, so that we can bring value to our customers into the future, whatever that means, selling whatever they're buying. And that's what we have to do, is just keep asking questions and say, what's your source of pain? What are those things I can help you with? And how can I be a part of the solution for you? Because they're going to buy it from somebody. Why not you? And so that's the difference, is the people that are at the summit are the ones that figured it out and that are asking that question and getting the answers back to their customers and saying, here, how about this solution or this idea? And they're earning the respect and the loyalty of the customers because they're there working with them, trying to build a relationship. Are there customers out there that just bid all the time and that's all they care about? Yes, they're there. You don't have to deal with them, or you could do what I always did. Somebody that always wanted the best price, I said, I'll give them the best price, but you will never see me. You will never get forms management. You will never get any new ideas. I am just going to give you a low price and you're on your own. And that's, so you can do that. But I think the thing you need to think about is, how do I approach the marketplace? Because one of the things that if you're internally in support or you're externally in sales, there's habits that we get into. We always send the order to the same plant year after year, never ever double checking the price or looking at where the marketplace is. And what happens? That price year every year goes up and up and up. And pretty soon you could add nothing to it, and one of your competitors could make 30% and be under your cost because you're not watching where the marketplace is. You don't have to be a price buyer to go out and get 2 or 3 quotes from people that have the right equipment or the same equipment to do the job to find out where the marketplace is. Because you can still place it wherever you want, but you got to know where everybody else is going to be. And the other trap is, don't just take a cost and divide it by 0.7 and always sell it at 30%. Because maybe the marketplace will give you 50 or 60, but maybe if it's a big job, it's a high volume, low margin, it's 10%. So in those scenarios, you got to be able to take what the market will give you. If it's 10%, take it, figure out how to get it done as long as the customer pays quickly or within terms of 30 days or so. It's a good order. You don't have to worry about the risk with the customer. So you're trading dollars and you're making 10%. So we have a lot of that because that's what the market will give us. But also have the flip side where it's price open and there is nobody that's a competitor. Could you get 50%? Could you get 60%? If you took it away from somebody that was doing 70% gross profit because they didn't know what they were doing or they were charging too much, you could go in at 50 and you saved them 20%, and then you look like a king and a hero, and you still made more than average. But you do like I did whenever I sold in a price open market and I was a little aggressive on my margin. I always told the customer, now, there's always going to be a young gunslinger or a new person coming into town that's going to try to get your attention, and their interest creating statement is going to be price. They're going to lowball me trying to buy your heart with their low cost. So if that ever happens, I want you to call me right away. Let me know. I'll stick with them because it's just a game and it's a bait and switch and it's going to go away. So that's how I covered it, and I did it with my relationships and my customers. So whatever your methodology or process is, you got to have your own story and your own skin, as I say, because it's the way you go to market and what you feel comfortable, and so you got to feel comfortable in what you're doing and how you approach it. So what did I do? I practiced in the shower. I practiced when I mowed the lawn. I had all these little scenarios going in my head. So whenever I went to a customer and one popped up, it was like I could put a cassette in and I had an answer for it because I already thought through all the different scenarios and things that could happen. So think about your marketplace, think about things you've run across, come up with some answers and some rationale and reasons for why you're still the best choice and you have the best product proposition and the best way to do things. So now as we kind of wrap things up for this month and hopefully have a great month, and it's the first month of the new year, so go out there and knock them dead. Now it's getting ready for football season. As we get into that football season, we have to start to evolve and do our rituals. My ritual is always done for the grandkids. The Gophers colors are maroon and gold, and I'm a big Gopher. And so, in the spirit of maroon and gold, and row the boat, Ski-U-Mah, and go Gophers, I want to share with you my pedicure for the grandkids.